Salutations, soldier. I'm Captain America, and today we're going to have a public service announcement about how social justice movements are using emotional manipulation and abuse tactics to shame and guilt their opponents and audiences into taking their side. For the sake of this demonstration, we will be delving deep into the realm of hypothetical argument, rather than using real-world individuals and situations. So, let's begin with a debate between two humans. Their race and gender are not applicable. They are having a debate about the rights of Balerians, people from the fictional country of Baleria. Person A says to Person B, Balerian Lives Matter started as a civil rights movement, but has quickly escalated into a lying hate group. Person B, instead of asking Person A to elaborate or to challenge him, calls Person A racist and dismisses the rest of the debate. Immediately, Person A begins to reconsider his point, not because his point of debate is wrong, or because the movement in question is in fact not a hate group. He is reconsidering everything he's ever observed on this matter on the simple fact that someone called him a racist. You see, our civilization has been actively taught from a young age that being a racist, or being a bigot, or anything to that effect, is the lowest of the low. So being told that we are these things holds an instant weight. While it's true that discriminating against someone solely based on their inborn traits is wrong, and should be disparaged, Person A hasn't said anything that proves he's discriminating against someone's color or gender. What he has done is started to relay an observation he's made about a particular organization. But it doesn't matter if you actually are a racist or a bigot. If people think you are one, you're an instant social outcast. Just add water. So with these accusations comes a level of guilt. You know you're not supposed to be this thing that society has decided was bad. You don't think that you're a bad person, but apparently you're being labeled as one, and you feel guilty that you've said something that caused someone to call you this thing. Feeling guilt for something doesn't instantly make what you did wrong. I can send the Red Skull to the hospital for a year after hitting him with my shield hard enough. Such an action might incite guilt from me, as I intended to incapacitate him briefly so he could be apprehended, but instead, I caused an injury that required immediate medical attention. Does that mean what I did was wrong? Was I wrong to engage in conflict with the Red Skull simply because my action caused him extreme discomfort? Definitely not. But this tactic used by social justice warriors is not only directed to guilt-trip Person A out of their position. This tactic is leveled at the audience as well. Because while Person A is being guilt-tripped into thinking his misinformed opinion might actually apply to one of these isms, Person B is maliciously molding public opinion about Person A. While Person A's criticisms are reflected inward on themselves, the audience is led, as well, to believe that Person A's opinion is one of these isms we fear so much. The audience is no longer free to form their own opinion about Person A, as a label has already been applied to Person A, and it is a cruel label. In short, Person B is employing a form of emotional and psychological manipulation as well as misdirection in order to defame Person A. It doesn't matter if this person's viewpoint is inherently wrong or what points they might have brought to the debate. The conversation has been shut down by the simple claim that Person A is a terrible person. This behavior is un-American. It's abusive, not only to the social conventions we have formed over the years, but to the participants whose reputations may never recover from these unfounded allegations of ism. But it goes further than this. These kinds of movements often resort to gaslighting to achieve their means. Many times, these kinds of movements will gather to protest, but they don't simply protest in peace. They riot. And when called out on their violent protest, they deny it. They tell the public that no one within their ranks are conducting violent protest, or they call anyone who calls them out on the violent protest a racist as above. This disparages the claimant, stagnates the conversation, and insists that only those who are a part of the movement know anything. You don't know anything about our movement. We don't do these things. We only do good things. Emotional abuse is not permissible in use against anyone under any circumstance. To justify this behavior is purely un-American. If you, or anyone you know, use these shame tactics in response to criticism, I would hope for the sake of your very country that you cease this abusive behavior and adhere to the social conventions laid by those around you. Engage in dialogue. Help us work to a better tomorrow. Thank you for listening. For the sake of a better America, do your part to eliminate dishonest tactics in intellectual spaces. This is Captain America signing off. Till next time, soldier.